Hello, everyone. This is Phoenix Tremaine, and I'm here with your Young and Restless spoilers for the week of October the 28th. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button because it helps out the channel a lot. It's free to do, and I really appreciate it. So go on and hit that like button. If you want to go the extra mile, we also have a membership where you get early access to videos, exclusive videos, news throughout the week. And, it's just a good place to be. We'd love to have you. So we're going to begin with Monday's episode, which I saw in advance. And on Monday's episode, we have something I want to clear up. I don't know about you, but it's pretty obvious to me that Jack and Diane are faking. They're faking, faking, faking. A couple of weeks ago, they said they wanted to come up with a plan to beat Victor. Diane said they probably would have to get down and dirty, just like Victor was, to beat him. And they even roped Claire in, where, Claire told Jack that she wanted to help any way she could to help, Kyle. So now, fast forward 2 weeks, and we're seeing the plan come together. You've got, Jack and Diane pretending to break up and that their marriage is falling apart. Diane is pretending to be the terrible person that everyone always said she was going to be. She's openly saying, "Yeah, I lied, I cheated, I, you know, wanted to steal a company." Seeing all the things that people have been saying actually online, but it didn't come true because a lot of people keep thinking of Diane as the person she was before, not like she's the same person, but it's not the same writers. The writers that have been writing Diane since she's come back have been writing her as someone who genuinely wants to get back with Jack, um, Kyle to be, make amends with Kyle. These are all things she's always expressed she wanted to do. And over the last couple of years that she's been back, the last 2, 3 years she's been back, that's all she's done. So it doesn't make sense when Diane is telling Tracy, yeah, Jack was right. I'm a bad person. And then at the end of the episode, Tracy comes to Jack and say, yeah, I think she was just in it for the money. And we also have Claire working on Kyle. Kyle's like, this doesn't make any sense. I can't believe my mother, is acting like this. And Claire's like, oh no, it's not real. Haven't you ever been hurt and had, told people, yeah, I'm a bad person because that's who they thought you were? She's explaining to the audience what's going on without just saying it outright. And I know we'll go over some people's heads, but clearly Jack and Diane are playing a long game because Nikki comes over to see Jack and he tells her everything. Victor is the benefactor for Glissade. He's ruined his relationship and with Kyle and Diane, and at first Nikki don't want to believe it, but eventually he's like, Audra said he's the backer. And Nikki's like, well, Audra's not a good, person to, get that information from. And then he just goes even further until that Nikki realizes that he's telling the truth. And so Nikki decides to confront Victor. Now, even though Victor technically doesn't say that, yeah, that's what he did, he also basically just tells her, look, you knew I was going to go after Jack. I told you I was going to go after Jack. He demands that she not see him, be a shoulder to cry on. He gets real upset that she went to visit Jack because he was like, look, I told you not to visit him anymore. And that's really controlling and surprising. And I guess it's Victor. But Nikki realizes then more than ever that everything Jack said was true. One thing she doesn't do, she doesn't snitch on Audra. Not yet. But I'm saying this plan is coming together because at the end of the episode, Victor calls Diane, and he starts berating her. You're getting what you want or whatever, and getting what you deserve. And she's like, "Are you going to you know make fun of me, or are we going to destroy Jack and Kai?" So could it help her with the revenge? And Victor's like, "Yeah." So Diane and Jack are just playing into the fact that everybody thinks Diane's a horrible person. And now that she's acting like she's that horrible person, Victor's willing to be a co-conspirator with her. And Kyle is actually coming around. He sees his parents falling apart, and that's not what he wants. And plus, if Jack fired Diane from Jabot, that seat is now open. That's what Kyle wanted the whole time. Kyle wanted to be co-CEO with his father. And now that that's open, it's like, why would he want to stay at Glissade when he could just be co-CEO again and hopefully just make amends about everything? So, Kyle is starting to come around, and so that's why I say we'll probably see at least by the end of sweeps that Jack and Diane are playing Victor. Um, and we'll see how that all turns out. Let me know in the comment section if you're on the same wavelength that I am, that this all looks like it's orchestrated by Jack and Diane, that secret plan that they never told the audience of what they were going to do to get back at Victor. The only other storyline in on the show was Phyllis basically going nuts because Daniel is being arrested and Christine is his lawyer. Now, when I was on my live with the members yesterday, I came to a conclusion as to why I don't like Michelle Stafford as Phyllis. She plays her like she's some spoiled teenager. When Gina played Phyllis, Phyllis grew up. She was a grown ass woman. But when Michelle played her, she's playing her like she did like 20 years ago. She's so juvenile. And, for her age, it's like you're not 18, you're not 19, you're not 20. Phyllis should be a little more sophisticated, even with, her anger. So that is the reason why, even though I like Michelle Stafford, I think she's a great actress. I loved her on General Hospital as Nina, but playing Phyllis, like, trying to stop Danny and Christine from getting together by pulling a fire alarm, those are all juvenile things. And in this, she's like so desperate to stop Christine from being Daniel's lawyer that she goes and she calls Michael and demands that Michael be the lawyer. And he's like, it don't work like that. I can't just take over the case. He's a grown man. He decides who he wants to be his lawyer. And she's over there begging, but Christine, he's like, Christine can handle this. And he's like, if they need me, I'll jump in. But no judge is gonna just make me his lawyer because you said so. And we got Daniel being booked. So that's pretty much Monday's episode. Now we'll get to the uh, rest of the week. On Tuesday, October 29th, Victor defends his actions. Nate receives a visit from Amy Lewis, and I do have a picture of that. So I don't know why she's looking so plain Jane, but the only thing I can think of when it comes to Amy Lewis is she Nate's mother. Are they going to retcon the storyline so that she's Nate's real mother? We'll see, but that's the only thing I could think of where the storyline is going. So also let me know in the comment section. Do you think that Amy is going to turn out to be Nate's mother? Based on the way the storyline's going, that's what I'm getting. And Daniel's world is turned upside down. That's Tuesday. Wednesday, Victor gives Kyle a warning. Sally receives an unexpected assignment, and Lily stands her ground with Nikki. And I asked, why is Nikki still trying to get Lily to be, I guess, her COO or whatever. Because I don't think she's trying to make her a co-CEO. I think Nikki wants to be the CEO. But anyway, um, Nikki needs to just let that go. Thursday, October 31st. So it doesn't mention it in the comments section, but clearly Connor and Johnny are in Halloween costumes in this picture. So Thursday, Sharon receives a surprise visitor. Victoria loses patience with Adam and Billy. And Lily shares disappointing news with Devon. And finally, on Friday, Daniel decides to take matters into his own hands. Claire interrupts a moment between Summer and Kyle. And Victoria confides in Colt. And those are the spoilers for the week of October 28th. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and I will see you in the next video.